And to talk more now about where we stand today after the U.S. president's unprecedented announcements, Nick Bontis joins us live now from McMaster's DeGROOTE School of Business. Hello, Nick.
Connie.
Well, the market certainly liked what U.S. President Bush had to say. What's your take?
Well, you know, these things are quite controversial, but it's probably the best decision that he's made in his presidency in both terms. I mean, in the last 10 years, you know, the U.S. has gotten whacked big time. Think about it. They've had 9/11, the war in Iraq, war in Afghanistan, Katrina pummeled them, Ike pummeled them, collapse of Enron, WorldCom, Lehman. So this is probably a good time for the government to get in there and cushion the blow.
Well, could this alone then avert a recession? Well,
a big important part about recessions is consumer confidence in the system. Not only consumers, but corporations as well. And this is going to allow them to get a little bit more confident with regards to their expenditures, because when things start to go sour, what happens is consumers and corporations tighten up, and that just expedites the recession issue. The only thing that I don't see improving actually is the housing market. It'll go sideways at best, probably for the next year or so. There's 11 months worth of housing inventory in the U.S. It's just too much.
Especially if taxes are going to go up, right, to pay for all of this. Now, Bush appealed to both Republicans and Democrats, Nick, saying this was not the time for partisanship. How could his actions influence the political landscape on this side of the border, especially right now? Yeah,
actually, you know, the Liberals, the PCs, the NDPs, they could learn something. They could learn three things, actually. The first thing they could learn is timing. You can't move too slow as a government. In fact, the U.S. probably moved a little too slow. We knew this thing was going down the pipe a few days ago. They should have started earlier. Number two, give the money where the money is needed. If it has to be given to survive, then give it. They gave it to the stock market. They're giving it to the mutual funds. You know what? In Canada, we need it for the auto sector. The government's got to help our auto sector. It's a huge employer of ours. And the third thing is cash on the barrel. It's a saying my dad used to always say, you know, too much debt's going to kill you in the long run. The government, I've yet to hear the Liberals or the PCs or the NDPs talk really a lot about our deficit and paying down our debt. And that's going to be very, very important, I think, in the long run.
All right, a final comment, Nick, on gas prices. Can we expect to enjoy these levels for a while yet, do you think?
Well, if you recall last week, I went ballistic because gas prices were too expensive. I was very emotional, and now I'm calm again. So
yes, you are.
I'm hoping that the gas prices stay at least where they are or get lower.
Just to keep your blood pressure down. All right, Nick. Have a good weekend.
You
Thanks
too.
for being with us today.